It was a right decision, Fufa, to grant us a chance to host this 100th Annual General Assembly, because it was Kabaka of Buganda who started the association football in Uganda. It was a great decision. Let me take this opportunity to thank the former president, delegates, plus my executive, who have worked so hard to see that football is progressing in Uganda. Dear President and our guests, here in Buganda, we have tried to emulate the same, to emulate what exactly Fufa is doing. For example, we are organizing our annual general meetings on rotational basis. When we came in the office, we promised our members that we shall do so. We started with our annual general meeting. It was hosted in Mitiana, that is Mitiana DFA. The second one, we went to Luwel. The third one, we went to Masaka DFA, that was Tropic Inn. We went to Mukono, and we went back to Kavumba. Remember, in Uganda we have 4 zones. We have tried to say that every zone at least was one AGM. Dear President and our guests, we have just concluded our AGM, or our annual general meeting, the 11th one. It was in Nakaseke DFA. It was anonymously resolved that Buganda will not bring any candidate to stand against you. That means you will not see any candidate from Buganda to stand against you, Ingrid Moses Magogo. You will be our candidate in forthcoming Fufa general elections. So we are not expecting anyone from Buganda to stand against you. We are promising that. Dear President, allow me to thank my executive to stay behind me for so long, for that time I've been in the office. They have supported me. Let me thank those people because they are genuine. Dear President and our guests, we promise you that we are going to move together until we see that football is succeeding in Uganda and Uganda at large. Allow me to wish you the very best. Thank you so much. Dear President, the chief guest,
all right, thank you so much, the chairman of Uganda Regional Football Association. And since you're in presence, I'm going to ask you to stand up for recognition for the message you've given us, Mr. Kawesa. And thank you so much. It is our routine, dear delegates and members of the executive team, our distinguished guests, that during the annual general meeting, we award distinguished persons who have served the game of football in the region where the General Assembly is. At this moment, I'm going to call the Executive Committee member from Buganda region, Mr. Rogers Mulindwa, to read us one profile. We do the award. Read the second profile. We do the award. Mr. Rogers Mulindwa, please take the floor.
Thank you very much, Honorable President and members of the August House, we have on the list 4 people. And the first nominated person was born in Kasubi, a suburb of Kampala, played club football for Lint Football Club in 1974 to 1977, played for Kampala State Council in 1977 to 1980. He featured for Sports Club Villa in 1980 to 1985, and Bank of Uganda in 1986. He won 2 Uganda Premier League titles with the Sports Club Villa, won the Ugandan Cup 3 times, twice with the KCCA and once with Villa, and captained Sports Club Villa side that reached the quarterfinals of the 1983 Africa Cup of Champions Clubs. He made several appearances for the Uganda youth and senior national teams. His last appearance was against Zambia when we lost 0-3 in 1984, but he had an impact on the field of play. On his retirement, Honorable President, the nominated person took the coaching role, and he has formerly coached many countries and many teams across Buganda and in the country, including Seta United, Police FC, Miss India, among others. Allow me, Honorable President, to present this as Mr. Jamil Kasirye, who is now 70 years of age. I think is the one coming. No, this is Kachum. With your guidance, President, I don't know whether we proceed to the second one. The chairman can receive the word. The Secretariat, please, the word. The second, Honorable President, the second nominated person was born on 14th June 1954 and is a retired national referee and a football player. He was born in Bukerere, a village in Mukono district. He started his footballing career as a player in 1967, playing with the BAT in the Kampala Football Association League, which later became the Uganda Football Association and now Fufa. He played with the Ginger United FC between 1968 and 70, making him one of the players to play in the first national league after the formation of the Uganda Football Association. He also played for Ginger United and later joined Lint FC, which he played for between 1970 and 1979. On his retirement from the playing role, he took on a refereeing career in 1982, a trend he has served in several areas for 40 years. He served as a referee in 1982 to 2000, spending 10 years as a national referee. He was also a former Fufa delegate between 2001 and 2005, and he represented Mukono. He is currently a Fufa refereeing instructor and assessor. The latter has seen him train and groom hundreds of referees across this country. Honorable President, the executive presents to the Honorable this Honorable August House, Mr. Edrisa Chiwanuka for this award. Chairman Buganda, please, you receive this. Please note that whoever receives this award gets a 1 million cash prize. Honorable President and members of this House, our third nominated person played football for Prisons Football Club, which is Maroons. He also played for Lint Marketing Board in the 1960s and 1970s. He qualified as a football coach in 1982, together with the likes of Philip Omondi, the Jimmy Kirundas, the Moses Kabundi, Moses Serekao, among others. He coached clubs like Rufla Football Club, which is now Chetume, in 1980s. During his career in coaching,